I need to be more worldly. I need to be more worldly because I'm streaming with Geoguessr, and I feel like I oftentimes like don't hit it. Let's just call. I'm making a mountain of a molehill. Just do a classy intro. Hey, what's up, man? Yo, how's it going? Yo, how's it going? I'm calling. What it do? What's up, Tom? What's up, Tom? Can you hear me? I can't hear him, chat. He left the call. It's going so bad. It's my fault. It's my fault. It's going so bad. He's climbing out of the bathroom window. First of all, this is not a date. We're going to get it. And when we get it, it'll be miraculous. Miraculous?
La la la.
Oh!
Hello.
Tom, it works! Yeah, was it just you can hear me, right? Date's not going well. The date's not, it's not a date one, two. It's not that the date is not going well. It's that it's like we went to a restaurant that has bad service. Tom.
Oh God.
It works!
Oh my God.
Wow.
Incredible.
Fantastic.
Incredible.
Some would say get in. But yeah, it's a pleasure because I've been fiending Geoguessr, and your videos have been probably the #1 reason why.
Oh, thank you. I'm touched.
Chat seems to love it as well. I wanted to try today something I'd never actually played before, Country Streak. And my idea was, you know, I'll keep it a buck. I can't compete it against you. I'm not at the level. That's just me being earnest. But I could compete with you, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so I figured the best way to do it would be to try Country Streak, where I explain to you what I'm seeing. You can ask as many questions as you like, but
Sure.
no moving. And we'll see how many countries you can get in a row with you telling me, based off my explanations, where we are. It might be a flop. I mean,
Yes.
there's a chance we walk out of here with one country, but that's still a win in my book. As long as we beat my score yesterday, then I feel good about it.
What was your score?
0.
Oh. Well, we've got a chance.
Yeah, we got a chance. We got a chance.
Let's do it, man. Yeah, let's do it.
All right, let's do it. I've started. So right now you can, you're only in an audio experience, I imagine. So
I am.
I'll have to be quite detailed. Now, I'll give you a little background. I'm actually an English graduate. I graduated with an English major at a university here in America. And
Nice.
and I say that because your vocabulary is so much deeper than mine. I have to imagine you are also an English major, right?
No, I actually didn't go to university whatsoever.
Right.
I was quite good at, English was one of my strongest subjects in school.
Okay. Okay. We'll take that. I'll take that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe just university not that top notch apparently, because I do find myself pulling up Google a little bit. Let me explain. I got a place for you. Let me explain it in vivid detail. It's a road with a white line down the middle, quite a narrow road, in somewhat of a mountainous area, quite mountainous in fact. And the mountains all have they're speckled with maybe bushes, and it has foliage that seems to be some hint of a fall, and also these posts. I don't know what to get from them. They're white posts with black marks through them. Does this mean anything to you?
It should do.
Okay.
It should.
One more note. Sun is in the south. Sun in the south.
How south though? Is it pretty damn south?
Spot on.
Oh, okay. So we're definitely in the northern hem.
Mm-hmm.
The road, how well tarmacked is it?
It's pretty well tarmacked. A few cracks. It definitely looks a little worn, but it's a nice road. It's not a bad road.
Okay. And can you tell whether we're driving on the left or the right? In any way?
I imagine we are driving on the right.
You imagine?
I imagine. I can't tell. I guess there's no way for me to tell because the car seems to be somewhat in the middle, and I don't exactly know what direction we're going. But I imagine it's very desolate. I will say. I mean, it's
very desolate.
It's just like mountains surrounding me, and this is like a road that happens to cut through it.
Okay. Any buildings at all in view?
I want to say literally none.
Okay. I believe you. And the aridness, the dryness of the mountains.
So thank you for saying dryness, because that is one of the words I Googled.
I saw you Google that.
Oh, fuck. Okay. All right.
Is it, would you describe, now we need to be careful here with how much we give away to each other, but would you describe the mountains as sort of Mediterranean looking in climate?
Uh-huh. Yeah, I understand the question. I would say it does feel a bit arid. I would not go I would not think it is that. Yeah, it definitely feels a bit arid. I'm looking at everything. I don't see anything that implies warmth or wet. I would say it's a little bit dry for sure.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Definitely some color. I mean, I might see this foliage in like where I grew up in New Hampshire, like New England. But the rest of it out of the mountains are, quite large and quite specked with green bushes. It appears.
It could be a few things. I've got a picture in my head, but I'm not sure that it's the right picture. I've got a few options in my head, and I very much doubt this will be right.
Okay.
But let's go for Romania.
Romania. Okay.
The mountains of Romania.
I'm down. I'll click on it. Let's find out.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, it could not have been a better guess. It was Croatia.
Oh man.
That's a tough one.
That's close.
Do you want to know where I was thinking it was?
What were you thinking?
I was like, Sweden. This could be Norway. This is.
Oh, really?
I don't know. I thought so, but I could not have been more off. All right. Go again. That's just a practice. Yeah.
No, that's not a bad effort.
And I feel pretty good about it. And we actually have a great location on the second go. This is where we're at. Let me paint a picture. We're in front of a big body of water. Appears to be maybe an ocean, could be a sea. And we're right there. This road is just outside of it. There's a few houses. Now, these aren't Beverly Hills beach houses. It feels more accurate to describe them as, little shacks. But we are still there. There's a bunch of cars around, a couple walking, actually a father and a son.
That's nice.
And he has white gray hair, fair skin, wearing a blue polo.
Bless him.
And then just some basic info. Son, somewhat southern, somewhat.
The son. I thought you meant the son.
No.
The father's son looks southern.
Perhaps adopted, definitely. I feel this is good information that's not giving away too much. There are license plates that are white with a blue badge on the left.
Okay, that's helpful. And does it look like a sort of holiday? Is the kind of place you'd go on holiday?
Absolutely.
Quite.
Yeah. In fact, there's a boat right next to me, a mariner.
There's a boat. Okay. And which direction is the sea?
Oh, it is.
Is it to the south or?
It is northwest of me right now.
Northwest. Okay. Can you describe the buildings to me? You said they were like shacks.
Yeah, they're not. Shacks might be a little aggressive. It's like maybe a clay structure. I'm not exactly sure. It seems like this is a restaurant. It actually has a sign that says, it looks like Roman numerals. It says XXL, but the L is backwards. Or perhaps it's upside down and it's XX and an F missing the second hash.
Okay.
But that's what I'm seeing. And they're like white buildings.
Yeah.
They got some dish. They got dish, so they're probably watching something good there.
Yeah. Okay. And the road, what's the road like? Is it it's quite pristine and well tarmacked?
I would not say pristine. I mean, it's certainly paved, but seems to be a shoddy job. You ever see Cars, the Pixar film?
Actually, haven't seen that.
Okay.
No.
Okay. Well, they're
a bit old for that, I think.
Certainly. I actually have never seen it either. But someone in my chat once brought up a scene in it. There's basically a scene where they pave it, and it's pavement and it's good tarmac. It's just paved a little shoddy.
All right.
Definitely like it would be a lovely beach house. It'd be where you would retire. I imagine James Bond ends up here after killing the villain with some dame.
Yes. Standard procedure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And on a scale of 1 to 10, how sort of wealthy or poor is this area in your mind?
I would venture a 7. Not too poor, for sure. I mean, these people have they have boats that are on land.
Yeah,
it seems
true.
That everyone has a car, and the homes are certainly not something out of Beverly Hills, but they're definitely they're definitely homes, functional beach houses.
Gotcha. And final question. The age of the historicness. There's my English coming through. The historical, like how historic is it?
Yeah, definitely my great-great-grandfather built this, or my great-grandfather. Definitely
Okay.
Is that too young? Is that I might be leading you astray? Too young. I'm trying to say not too new. It feels a little built in. I can't. Man, I don't know.
It's
A
about
couple
100 years old. Okay,
yeah,
okay.
I'd say
Sorry,
the building's
I'm asking too many questions.
No. You're so good. I hope I don't lead you astray. I don't know.
No, that's fine. I think again, I can't lie and tell you I know which country it is, but let's take a punt.
Okay.
Let's get to Crete. Let's try
Wow.
Crete.
Okay.
Do you know where that is?
I of course do, but a little assistance for people in chat who don't know. How would you describe where that is?
It's south of the mainland of Greece, and it's actually the largest island, the largest Greek island.
Okay.
Basically.
Okay.
And
So
it's big. It's in the middle of the Mediterranean towards Israel, that kind of way.
I see.
And it's long and flat.
So I will say that we don't have it that tough because Country Streak, if I just click on that, it highlights all of Greece.
Oh, true.
But we'll click there and we'll lock that.
Click Greece.
Just for extra bonus points. Wow. Okay, we got it.
No way.
We got it. And let me tell you, not only did you get Greece, it was Crete.
Fuck off.
It was very accurately the north. Yeah, it was literally Crete. It was not Greece. It was very specifically Crete.
Can you see actually where exactly it was? Because I was going to suggest go for Chavia on the left.
I'm seeing it's in the top left. It's Chania Zavia.
Chania, yeah, Chavia.
Yeah, it's exactly there. It's a little bit to the right of Old Town in Chania Zavia, Xavia. Is that that's where you're saying it as well?
That's what I was gonna.
I mean,
recommend.
that's it. That is spot on. That's literally.
People are gonna think I'm watching your stream, aren't they?
No,
I'm genuinely not. I'm sat here with Verity. She's on the other side of the room. Laptop screen away.
This is exactly there. All right. Well, no, it's not a fluke. It's the start of something.
It's pure skill. Yeah.
Keep the streak alive. Keep the streak alive. Yeah. You. It's funny how skilled you are in the game, and then the humility that you have. We should probably exchange because I think I only have cockiness and none of the skill. So we can trade off a bit here.
No, that's not true.
All right. Next place. Interestingly, we are also on a road next to the sea with none of the civilization around.
Right.
We are on a very narrow road. It feels almost one way. I'm not exactly sure. It might be a one-way road. I'm not exactly sure. But there are these red posts with chevrons built into them.
Red posts with chevrons built into them.
It's almost as if the post itself is just a regular standard metallic color, but the actual signage, it's like this rectangle, narrow, tall rectangle that will have like white and red alternating arrows pointing inwards to imply that you might fall off and die if you don't read this.
Got you. Yeah, got you. That's exactly it.
Yeah. And the road has no markings in the middle. Again, super narrow, but the outside has yellow and it seems to be also white. Maybe they painted over. It's supposed to be both. I'm not sure, but again, big open ocean to the north directly.
Right.
Could be any body of water.
I'm guessing we're high up, seeing as the
yes.
You've got those arrows.
Definitely a cliff. And then the sun is, I would say, somewhat south. Yeah, it is. It's a little high up, but I definitely feel it's quite overcast. So,
all right.
It's behind the clouds, but I do see it kind of shining through in the south of us.
Yeah. And the mountainside, is it quite dry? Is it kind of Mediterranean looking? I keep using that word.
I've whiffed on the Mediterranean analogy before. I will say it doesn't look too similar to the first one. In fact, quite a bit more arid, I would say.
Quite a bit more arid. Right. Okay.
Very
arider.
Few. Yeah, arider. If that's illegal. Few trees, but lots of vegetation. Through the form of bushes. It feels like almost like mossy grass clinging to black rock.
Mossy grass clinging to black rock.
Yeah, that's how I would describe
almost volcanic looking soil.
Yeah.
Okay. In the distance, can you see the coastline in the distance at all?
I suppose so. Yeah, I imagine. Why not? Sure. The coastline, meaning just the line where you can no longer. What does the coastline imply? It's just where you can no longer see the.
Can you see like the coast where the land meets the sea a bit further along
Okay.
in the distance?
Okay. No shot. It is ocean as far as the eye can see. It's just the ocean falls off. I'm assuming what this is the end of the world. If I'm a flat earther, and
Okay.
this is just falling off into a waterfall.
Sure. I've got an idea.
Okay.
It might be wrong. It is hard not having the vision element.
Before you guess, I would like to add, I think I have just absolutely butchered the use of the word arid, and any mention of it should just be thrown out off rip.
Let's really misuse that word until it's no longer applicable.
The aridity could be a 7 out of 10, but again, don't exactly know.
Okay. Well, I've got an idea, as I say.
Great. Yeah.
I want you to go to the Canary Islands in Spain.
Okay.
Do you know where they are?
I know where Spain is, so I imagine it shouldn't be too far. Is it to the right of it?
It's fairly far, actually, from Spain, funnily enough. It's if you go down to the west coast of Africa.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm seeing it. Santa Cruz. Is that? Yeah, Canaries. Canarias.
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Which one we go for is, I guess that's up. Who's that up to, me or you?
That is up to you, please.
Okay.
I didn't know this island existed, so for me to guess one of them would almost be disrespectful.
Yeah, go Tenerife and go obviously to the north.
And we'll just give it a guess. I'm going for it.
Let's go.
It was Turkey. It was
Turkey.
Northmost point of Turkey in a place called Kuzkayasi, which I apologize to everybody from Turkey for doing that.
Never mind.
All right. Look. I think that's fine. I think this is me. My chat is telling me, because I have him closed out during it, that my use of the word arid could not have been more terrible.
Oh.
Which might have thrown you off a bit. Arid means dry. I've understood that. I just don't think I know. How about take a look at the stream? Just take a look at this, and maybe we can improve my skills somewhat. And tell me what
you want me to look at the stream now.
Yeah, I'm just gonna pull up the exact same location, and you tell me what maybe I missed, maybe what I misdescribed. That way I can improve.
Yeah, I wouldn't say that's the aridest place.
Sure.
It's pretty. I think arid implies. I think I've misused arid. That's the problem. Quite a few times.
Yeah, we'll put that on you.
Which may have led to you using it. I don't know, but I guess the greener and more leafy it is, the less arid. I think the most arid place would be a desert. So
okay. So on the aridity scale, maybe a little lower than a 7. Here we could go for
aridity scale.
We'll get it with a classy, maybe a 2.
If you ever get the chance to look at the Canary Islands, the rocks there are pitch black.
Okay.
So maybe that's, knowing that in my head, I
use the word black.
Conclusion.
More accurately, they're just darker rocks. Ash stained with white specks through them. So maybe I was a little too forceful there.
I think that would have been tough to get, man.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay, we have learned, we've improved. Close out the stream again. We'll go again. This time, understanding what the word arid means. Once again.
Oh, I hope it's a good one.
Oh, let me tell you, it is terrible.
Oh, dear.
Almost down to spend little time on it because we are on a gravel road between trees just flanking us on both sides.
Yeah, this is all going to be about the trees and your ability to best paint the picture of them in my head.
Right. Okay.
Ludwig.
Sure. Okay. I'll have to get colorful. Let's get my Picasso.
Get your palette out.
Yeah. Great. So we are working with trees, and let's just start at the bottom. So we have quite tall grass, and it's not even grass accurately. It is these almost ivy-like structures. 7-minute itch, if that rings a bell.
No, I don't know what that is.
That might be an American thing, but basically the plants that if you touch it'll get you itchy. The ones that have bristles on them.
Yeah.
I could imagine if they were firmer that it could be used as a toothbrush. Some purple. It looks like.
I've got it. No, not really.
Purple. It could be like cabbage, purple cabbage color foliage here at the bottom. And then we're going to start working our way up. That's just painting a picture of our ground. These are tall trees that have most of their leaves and branches very high up. I mean, they're quite naked at the bottom.
So are they kind of pine trees, would you say?
No, I would
Pine
not
or
go
fir?
pine. I would not go pine. They're definitely the what do you call that? The skin around the tree. It's definitely brown, right? It doesn't have the white pine. It's not that lovely. It's more so like how Bob Ross would paint a tree if he had a brush with only, green and a little yellow. Quite dense at the top, but very, very light green with hints of yellow.
Okay. But would you say they're evergreen trees or deciduous trees, like trees that lose their leaves in the winter?
Oh, okay. Is that what the word deciduous means? Do they lose their leaves?
I don't know, but that's what it means in my head.
I am down for that to mean that. For sure, not evergreen. I don't feel that in any way, shape, or form.
And the trunks, did you say they were more silvery looking?
They're narrow. I am seeing mostly just brown. Maybe a bit of silver, sure. I would be remiss to not at least mention there's a bit of silvering. If these end up being pine trees, I apologize beforehand.
And if you were there right now, picture yourself there.
Okay.
How many layers would you have on?
Okay, sure.
Would you have a coat,
Yeah,
what would you wear?
That's a fair question. I don't feel it's quite a sunny day. Barely any clouds in the sky. Having said that, I definitely feel like this is a brisk walk. I don't think that I should come out in shorts. And I will say in the distance, I do see mountains, some mountains.
Oh, you do you?
Yeah, quite high up. I see in between this trail. Just one mountain.
How big a mountain are we talking?
Oh gosh, it is climbable.
Does it have snow on it?
No snow, actually, 0 snow, and there's trees all the way to the top of it, which makes me think it's not too tall. Certainly climbable. Maybe a few hundred feet. In EU, what's a kilometer these days? What a classy half a kilometer. Is that absurd? That might be absurd.
Yeah,
actually.
okay, 500 meters.
That seems a little absurd, actually. So let's actually tone that down a bit. Let's go with a classy tenth of a kilometer.
Oh, that's pretty small. Yeah,
it's not too large. I mean,
that's 300 feet.
Yeah, that feels about right. Okay.
I had an idea, but the mountain kind of threw me off a bit.
I will say aridity scale 2 of 10 for sure.
Yeah, not arid at all.
No, not too much.
I might need just 10 seconds to process all this information, sir.
Please take your time.
Here we go.
I have just given him the worst description a man could ever take.
It was either Russia or Canada for me.
Okay.
In my head.
Sure.
So let's go Canada, because more likely to see a mountain in the distance, I think.
Okay. Anywhere specific, or just we want to take a shot at the country?
Yeah, just go the east of Canada.
Okay.
Let's sort of
give it a stab.
Yeah, not far from Toronto. Just north of Toronto. Oh, I hope I'm right.
I think that maybe I need to reevaluate some of my descriptions. We are in Albania.
Wow. I want to see this.
Region.
I want to see it. No, because I'm sure I'm the problem here.
I could not disagree more, but go ahead and open the stream here. And tell me.
Okay, let's have a look.
And when you open it, tell me how you would describe these trees, because that's what I need to know. That's what I need to learn. So this is where I brought up the, first of all, the foliage, the trees, the trail, and then the mountains here.
Yeah, that is, to be honest, that's like, I've never had an Albanian round that looks remotely like that.
Yeah. This was obviously, going into it, we understood, a harder round.
Yeah. I mean, if anyone got that right, I'd be amazed, unless they'd had that round before.
I don't think anyone in my chat was screaming Albania. That's for sure.
No, I doubt it.
Let's go again. I believe in us. I think I'll improve a bit as we keep going as well. Because
I'm just happy that we got that.
That was an insane guess.
Crete one.
Yeah, and we have beaten my streak.
Yeah, exactly. We've beaten your streak, but still, we can do more.
We can do more, but I won't tell you they've done us a great one here. Again, no civilization nearby. We are on a road, a much more conventional road. flanked by trees, double car wide. No noticeable markings on the tarmac, but it is paved. We have posts flanking each side, white with a red hash maybe at the top 80% of it. So it's like quite a white post, a bit of red, and then white at the tip.
Okay.
Don't know what that's implying, but that's that. And then we have to go back to the sun in the south yet again.
Oh, the sun's in the south. Okay.
And these trees are not too dissimilar from the last one. And we have quite a few very tall pines, very barren at the bottom 80%, quite bushy at the top. And then the road is just a straight shot in both directions. And I can see almost nothing on either end. It doesn't feel like there's much. One car driving on the right.
Okay, so we're driving on the right.
I believe, yes. I believe.
Any clues on the registration number?
Too far away.
License?
Too far away.
Too far away.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
And is it sort of a hilly landscape or is it flat?
Oh, very flat. Very flat.
Very flat.
Yeah.
Straight road?
Straight road, very flat. Forests flanking us on both sides, filled with pine trees.
Yeah.
Very, actually, I'll say, it seems to be winter because we have some trees or bushes that have just nothing on them.
Yeah.
So it's definitely quite cold, I imagine.
Seems to be winter.
Just looking at this, because it does have access to sun, so I imagine it's dead because of the seasons.
Oh, right. And there's nothing else really. The trees, you said they look similar to the last round. Are they so just piney with brown trunks?
Yep. Pine, brown trunks, quite tall.
I mean, trees generally do have brown trunks, but
actually,
so
I will say this feels at the bottom of this. At least this. Let me try to find a couple others before I misspeak. I do think we have some conventional, like white pine trees with the black marks in them as well, scattered throughout. Maybe one in every 10 trees. I'm seeing that.
Like a white, do you mean like a silver birch?
Yeah. That's more accurate. Silver birch is the word I'm looking for. A silver birch tree.
Time to make a guess, I think. I had something similar the other day. The only thing that's putting me off is the winteriness potentially.
Winter might be inaccurate. It could be. It's not like there's no snow. And it could just be fall. I just do see one or a few dead trees, but not like very small. I would call them bushes more accurately.
Again, this is a very tough one, obviously. But let's try Poland.
Okay, Poland.
Let's try Poland. I had a similar round the other day, which ended my most recent game of trying to get on that leaderboard, which I know you've watched.
Yeah. I love that
and
series.
I got a brutal round that sounds like it's similar to this.
Oh yes, I remember this round where you got it right in Poland. You just didn't get it.
Yeah, I got Poland. Yeah, but I was like 200 miles away and lost all the points. Let's try it, man.
All right, let's just give it a Poland, and it's Poland. In fact,
yes,
I would argue almost in the same spot where it was in that video.
Oh no way! Back in the middle then.
Wait, was
it? Slightly on the right.
Slightly on the right, maybe perhaps a bit more right actually. It's a little right of Warsaw here, but it is Poland, and this is where this is where it begins. Very unique area we have here. So let's start with the road because we are on maybe our best road in a while. It's a well paved road with a double white line in the center. Nothing on the outside.
Right.
There is
when you say well paved, like nice tarmacked.
Yeah, tarmacked. I would not. Yeah, I don't imply newly paved. I just mean like there's not a crack in sight. They've done a fantastic job on this tarmac.
Yeah, hats off to them.
Yeah. And we have a car in the distance. I want to say it is a blue badge on the left, white, quite a wide license plate. So that's the road, and this road, on our right, to the I guess that's the east, is a field, but it is. I guess I don't even know what this is. It's green base and then white at the top. Is this wheat? Maybe I don't know. It looks like maybe a wheat field. I would say that's what that is. Yeah, it seems to be like a pretty large wheat field to my right. There
Yeah.
are trees, I will say, in this wheat field. It feels almost like natural rather than man-made, not so manufactured like like I imagine well, I guess I shouldn't give away too much, but not like where I'm from, I should say.
Yeah. Yeah.
But it's just like it seems like a natural wheat field, and then there are like just so many evergreen trees behind the wheat field as well.
Okay. So it's road, and then
Yeah.
the road meets the wheat field with no fence, no barbed wire fence or hedgerow. It just kind of
Nothing at all. Yeah.
goes.
It's like
Yeah, just
almost
straight.
like a mowed like section, maybe like a meter of mowed land with some
Yeah.
trees, almost like they're decorative for this road. And then
Sure.
after that is a wheat field.
Yeah.
And I should touch on that a little more. So there are trees planted throughout this road, flanking both sides, and they're not evergreen. They're it's almost like they're top heavy, but they're very leafy. I mean, so much foliage in them. Really beautiful, actually.
Okay. So yeah, I've got a picture in my head here.
Do think the sun is here in the north.
Oh, really?
It's not direct north by any means. There's a bunch of clouds. It's behind them, but
Yeah, I was picturing that we might be somewhere in the northern hemisphere.
I do think that license plate is not inaccurate. I can't see it. It's a bit in the distance, but it's very wide. It's a very wide license plate, and I do believe I see a little blue on the left, and then just white.
But is there a possibility that you might be seeing things there?
For that license plate or for the sun?
Yeah. The blue on the license plate.
Very possible. It's wide and thin like a European license plate is. Oh, I will also add the car is driving on the right. One more weird road marking, actually. So it is double white, but there's a break in it where there's two white squares that just separate. So it's like two white lines parallel perfectly, cuts off, white square, space, two white lines again.
Right.
I don't know what that is, but I don't know what it means
neither do
either,
I.
but that is there.
I think that's most of our information, isn't it?
That will do most of it, yeah.
Yeah, and there's no bollards on the side of the road.
Use that word one more time for me, but pretend I'm dumb.
The sort of posts. Bollards might be the wrong road, but yeah, little posts on the side of the road.
Not
often
a single post, not a single one.
An aridity scale.
Aridity scale. We are looking at
coldness scale.
A low on the aridity scale. Quite vegetatiousness involved.
Yeah.
As far as cold, it's cold, but I would imagine that could be because of the season, maybe not the location, but it definitely feels a bit cold. Just looking at some trees, they feel a bit sparse.
Okay, one last question. Those trees that you were so taken aback by that are lining the road, are they the kind of trees that you are familiar with, in your sort of...
No, I would actually say I'm not familiar with them. I'm used to oak or evergreen, but this one, maybe it's I don't know. Have you ever played RuneScape?
Oh yeah.
This could be an elm tree, I guess, but I've only seen it in 2D, so I guess I don't really know. Let me look at my RuneScape trees. Hopefully, I'm not too far off.
I don't remember chopping down an elm tree.
Elm tree was the.
I don't think I ever.
I think you have to be level 70. It's one of the harder trees to get. The only reason I say that is because it's not like a weeping willow, but the leaves do they have a bit of weight to them. They do hang a bit. They're not as frigid as an evergreen.
I see.
And they do have a bit of yellow in them as well.
Okay, I've got an idea. As descriptive as you've been, I can't for sure say.
For sure.
There's still a lot of options, in my head. But
can I? Sorry, before I and this might not change anything.
Go for it.
I misspoke when I said elm. I meant yew. A yew
tree.
I
was gonna say, man.
The yew trees.
Thousands of yews.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is what I meant.
Okay, I've got an idea of what woodcutting level you might be. No. Right, let's go. Oh man, I'm gonna go for Italy,
Okay.
the north of Italy.
Okay.
I might be totally wrong,
I think
but
if that is wrong, it is accurately wrong.
accurately wrong.
Yeah.
So not far off.
Yeah. I'm going to give it a
Well,
guess, and
let's go for it.
let's find out.
If we can get 2 in a row, this will be amazing.
A little off. I was actually thinking France. It ends
Were
up
you?
being Poland.
Oh, Poland again. Yeah, I did
Shockingly.
consider Poland.
I've never thought that
Yeah.
because it seems so dissimilar from the last place.
Yeah.
Let me show you it. And
Yeah.
I think the hardest part of this is how much knowledge that you infer from the trees and how difficult it is to accurately describe these trees.
Yeah.
Because I think my knowledge of trees, vast from my RuneScape days, but not vast enough to describe it. I do have it pulled up if you want to check. Apparently, this is not wheat as well. Maybe just tall grass.
Yeah, that's kind of just it's a meadow, I would say, tall grass.
Look, if we can just beat one, we'll give it a couple more goes. I'll feel good. But still happy that we've gotten a couple and we still can ride off the coattails of that Crete guess you made.
Yeah, we can ride that all night, man. Yeah, absolutely.
Looks like a small little town with a bunch of brick homes. We have nice, cute little small cars with blue badge, white extending out. I'm looking at the brand, and I actually don't know this one, but you might. It's a circle, a very just like just the perimeter of it, and then a lightning bolt on a horizontal axis. I don't know what
that's. Opal, but that would be known as a voxel in Britain. It's got a different badge and a different name for some reason, but yeah, that's an opal.
Okay. I'm looking down. There's brick homes, and they're almost comically close together.
Comically close together.
Yeah, like a movie about how the mundaneness of life. These could even be apartments. They're they're likely more. I don't know what you call them, like townhomes, something like that.
Okay.
But yeah, like brick homes, a bunch of them, and there's more further down. I'm looking in the distance. There's like a little mountain, and then a bunch of homes built into the mountain as well.
Sounds nice.
Which is interesting. Yeah, does look quite nice. We have a trash company next to me called Country Clean Recycling Limited, and we have
right. So it's English then.
Yeah, it
evidently
appears to be. Dot.
Okay.
I can't read what the after the dot, but it's www. I don't know, maybe IO? Is that crazy?
At the end.
Yeah.
The domain at the end.
The domain
could
at the
end.
IE? Yes, it definitely could be IE. That's absolutely a possibility. Let me hit you, sun, directly in the south. Probably couldn't be more south, in fact.
Too south, if anything.
Arguably, probably uncomfortably south. The vegetation, I don't know if it's worth bringing up because it definitely feels like we're in some, again, community lot. These homes feel like they were built by someone to have people move into rather than, someone buying and building their own home.
Council houses, maybe.
Yeah, that seems like an accurate way to describe them.
Any historic buildings around? Any buildings that look older than, that would predate your great grandfather?
Sure. Well, I would imagine so. I'm looking a little bit further up, and yeah, I mean, I don't think that my great grandfather wanted to build a house into the mountainside. That feels a bit ambitious. But yeah, I would say a bunch of dish satellites too.
Okay, and my final question,
please.
The coldness, would you say that this is a similar climate to your hometown of your home area of New Hampshire, or a bit more warmer, bit more further south?
I wouldn't say too far off from that. I do see a bit of a color on one of these trees, but not too much. I do see a gentleman who's wearing, it seems like some sort of long-sleeved jacket. He's certainly not in a tank top.
Okay.
But he's, Also not bundled for Alaska. He seems to be, just like if it was 15 degrees out.
Sure, sure. And does he appear to be staggering in any way? Is he drunk in any way?
Oh, yeah. Well, okay. So he's wearing a red coat, definitely has a white head of hair, and very fair complexion. And he's staring at this Google van, and it seems like he's left his trunk open and maybe just ignored that. And also has his door open. So very aloof, pretty unconcerned about any security, and mostly just kind of going about his day, confused as to what the fuck this Google van's doing here.
Okay. Yeah, I think I'm ready to take my pick.
Okay.
And this is, well, I don't need to explain why I'm going for it, I guess, but my final answer is Ireland.
Do you want to have a closer guess, or do you want to just do the country?
I'll have a closer guess. You can go for, I don't know, Limerick. The mountains confused me a bit.
Yeah, it's mountain might be
an
incorrect term. I'll show you it in just a moment, but we'll go here in Limerick. And we are a little bit further south in Ireland near Cork. Actually, I would say spot on.
That's fine. It's all about the country.
It is about the country, and we crushed it. Let me show you the mountains. I've pulled it up.
We got it. And so he must have been drunk then. Wow, cool.
Yeah, absolutely.
Let's have a look.
Absolutely. I mean, he's left everything open. So I'll show you the man first. This is our drunk man here. Trunk open, house open. Quite perplexed at the van. And then this is the mountains. I'll zoom in a bit here that I was referring to. And again, it might not even be a mountain. It could just be like this exact point I'm in mirrored over there, but it feels like there's obviously some valley.
I see.
That I called that a mountain.
But yeah, I maybe would have chosen the word hillside.
Yeah, mountain,
rather than mountain.
I think is a bit aggressive.
Great job on the description.
Got it done. This is it. We've had a few attempts at one, and it's great, but let's finally secure a two. Wow.
Let's do it.
I am shocked at what I'm looking at. I'm just going to describe this as I interpreted it. I look to my right. I'm on a road. It is higher up, and it's almost like a valley, and I thought it was full of like trash, like ceramic trash. It is like thousands and thousands of homes, and it is a giant, bustling city.
Wow.
I thought it was like close up, just ceramic, just being trash. But
ceramic trash.
It is.
What a name for a band. Is it just me?
Yeah, I don't know. That would be a fire name. Thousands of buildings, all orange, ceramic colored, just littered throughout, and then a giant city a little further away. In this valley, just surrounded by mountains. I mean, these mountains are uninhabited, but just everywhere around this ceramic hotel are just mountains that are green with really no aridness to mention. Also no snow, but yes.
No snow on the mountains.
No.
But they're big steep mountains. Yeah. And the city is in the valley.
Maybe mountains again, they definitely are large. I don't want to misspeak here. Hills, perhaps, but
Yeah,
no, we are driving on the right. That's correct. Someone walking in the street, I will say, quite haphazardly. We have some road markings. It feels like maybe where they should have crossed. It's like these yellow diagonal slants, maybe for someone crossing. Okay.
So he's not playing by the rules, this guy. He doesn't give a shit.
That's actually, I believe, perhaps a woman. I see a bun. I see a license plate on this. It's like a van, maybe for a unsuccessful rock group or a child predator. And it seems to be just slightly displaced to the.
Is it Gary Glitter?
It's probably that. Then we've hit both there. So
because he's both. Yeah.
It's I can't see the license plate. It's quite blurred. It's quite light colored, but it seems to fit the size of a license plate that I would have.
And this huge metropolis that you're describing.
Yes.
The roofs are very orange, are they? Like very terracotta, and maybe the buildings are quite old looking.
Yeah, everything looks to be terracotta, I would say.
Yeah.
Just tan, yellow, orange, pinkish hues all the way around. Outside of
Okay.
the city portion, which are like quite tall comparatively, city buildings that are like white, conventional
Ah.
city buildings.
Can you see the sun?
I can see the sun peeking over a little hill. Unfortunately, it feels due west.
Yeah. Okay. We can't use that then.
I don't know what a gondola. Yeah, there is a gondola from where we are, perhaps to get into the city, which I have never seen outside of a ski resort. But there is a gondola here.
Wow.
To bring you in.
Interesting.
Yeah.
But there is possibly a yellow marking in the middle of the road.
Yeah, so there's this yellow crosswalk, and normally I see crosswalks as very flat parallel, but they are like it's diagonal in a way. And then a little further, there's another crosswalk. But on this crosswalk, they felt the need to differentiate the side of the road you should be on. So there's just a very a yellow again line just for a little bit.
Oh man, this is a tough one. This city, can you put an estimated population on it? Because I'm picturing this huge city with, skyscrapers at one point.
Yeah,
or is that an overestimation?
Accurate. No, it is a huge city. This is a huge city.
Yeah.
Like all these buildings I'm talking about, they're not homes. These are all like even like the smaller ones, the ceramic ones. These are like sizable apartment buildings, like 3-4 stories. And there are hundreds of them, hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of them. And then you look a little further out, and then you start to see, I think, a stadium, giant skyscrapers, 30, 40 stories tall.
Wow.
It feels like there is an area in the middle, almost, and this might throw you off, I hope it doesn't, but where they haven't built, it could be water, it could be like the Sarlacc pit from Star Wars. They've just decided to not build in this middle area. I can't exactly see why. Maybe a park.
Isn't it a park?
That could be a park. Yeah, that feels accurate.
Maybe. Okay. Right. I've got to try and trim this down then to a couple of options. Are the mountains covered in trees? Like, are they green with the trees, or are they? Can you see?
They're green.
Dryness on them.
No, they are very green. Maybe actually, you know what? I am going to say on the aridity scale, maybe a 5 here. It is definitely a bit dry. There is some mountains that are quite green. If I looked close in enough, I could think I'm in Ireland. But then if I go to the right a bit, these ones feel quite dry. Quite dry.
Yeah. Okay. Right.
And I'm looking actually in the distance and very far away that I've actually been ignoring. Maybe that is snow. That does seem to be snow.
I've got a few ideas.
Okay.
But first, because of the terracotta metropolis, I was thinking kind of Peru, Bolivia, but don't think we're down there. I think that we're probably in Europe in light of newer information.
What leads you to Europe?
I'm just picturing green mountains with this kind of terracotta city, and I'm thinking,
I would say, so I will add this. I'm not trying to guide you. I'm just going to say that this feels like Greece if it was 1,000 times as densely populated, and like this population density I have never seen in my life, genuinely.
Wow. Wow.
And there is
so it could potentially be, I mean, a city like Athens is huge, or Rome or Naples. I'm thinking Italy, I'm thinking the Balkans, but maybe the Balkans isn't right.
I would say it is definitely more arid than I would say a Mediterranean place would be. Because like it does have a green hill. It does. That is true. But the green of it is not lush.
Okay, I'm now thinking on the back of your words, Peru.
So I think that is, not to guide you again, I think that is closer. I have no idea. Again.
No, but I value your input.
What
you can see it at the end of the day.
A city like this would look like. I've never seen a city this densely populated, but that could be right. Yeah. What city would it be? Do you know?
Well, Lima by the sounds of it, or maybe Cusco, but then maybe it's Bolivia, La Paz. But I think we should go. I think the mountains.
Bolivia, La Paz.
I think more likely Peru. Terracotta, big mountains, snow in the distance. It's the best I've got.
Okay, let's
I think
go
it's
with
the
it.
best I've got.
We're gonna go with
It's
it.
late in the day.
It is late in the day. We've used a lot of brain power. Hopefully we bink it yet again. We're going with Lima.
Come on, fingers crossed.
I think this could be it. You're gonna kick me and then yourself. It's La Paz.
Oh no. Oh wow.
It is
so
La
it's Bolivia.
Paz. It is Bolivia. We were damn close. Let me show you this.
Damn it.
So this is it. This is
Wow.
the city. I mean, so dense. This is the actual skyscrapers over here. And then the green hills were here. And this is what I was describing. But in that same thought, there are also these very arid hills over here.
Yeah, yeah. Oh man, that's heartbreaking.
And then there's this snowy mountain over here as well.
Incredible view, isn't it?
It
Wow.
is insane. I've genuinely thought I was looking at like a just ceramic that has just been thrown away that was up close. I didn't realize how like this is probably what millions of people imaginably, right?
Millions of people living there.
Yeah.
You just called them all trash.
Yeah. Well, look, I feel good. We can cap it off there if you'd like.
I think that's my brain cells well and truly done for tonight, but I'd love to do this again sometime.
Yeah, it was a blast.
It's been really fun. Thanks so much for having me, man, and thanks for all the love that you've given my channel recently.
Yeah, it's been a blast. Look, I love the content. Appreciate you
Thanks,
coming
man.
on. I really appreciate it.
Thanks, Ludwig. Thanks, everyone. Take care.
All right. See you later. Why don't you Google arid? Huh. Google gondola. Huh. So I see why he thought it might be Europe. Wait, gondola lift. Okay. Gondola in terms of skiing is a lift. Google fern? Uh-huh. So I think I described this as if it were more rigid, it would act as a toothbrush, which isn't the worst description. Google birch. Okay, can you guys eat shit one time for the one? I tried. I'm just a man. Google speed bump. Okay. Fuck off. You Google Gary's. Google this, Google that. Google coastline. That one was embarrassing.